Hello, welcome to the channel. My name is Matthew, and today I will be reviewing the Shinola Runwell. This is a 41mm case-wide watch in quartz produced by the company Shinola. They are an American company founded in 2011 by an American entrepreneur who wanted to bring Swiss watchmaking to America. So he partnered with the company Ronda AG to import their movements, to hire and train American workers to assemble the movement, and then to manufacture the watch as a whole in America, where it is packaged in this very nice wooden box and then shipped from there. So I actually recently purchased this watch from a brick and mortar store, which was a unique experience. They had their own salespeople, they had all their products, and in addition to selling watches, Shinola also produces small leather goods, wallets, belts, watch straps, tags for your luggage, that sort of thing. So they've definitely moved beyond just watches, and they seem like an awesome company. Now, in terms of price, I paid, the watch lists for about $700. I think it's $695, and they had a deal going where it was $100 off in store, so I was able to get it for $100 off. Now, why I went with Shinola was that they really have tried to capture this very classic Americana sense of style in the company and in their watches in particular. So the name Shinola was not made up. It was a real name of a polished brand that the owner, the entrepreneur, decided to sort of repurpose for his watch company. And I think the idea was to really capture that sort of classic American style in the brand. So how else does this watch do that? Well, it uses this very simple round dial case with a round classic legible dial. It's something sort of utilitarian. I think this is sort of more unique to the American watch style that he's going for. It's definitely not a dress watch piece. It definitely could be, but it's more of a utility piece, I would say. It doesn't have that military field watch style, nor is it a diver with only 50 meters of water resistance. So part of the reason that it has that 50-meter water resistance is due to the construction of the case. So rather than have a screw-down case back where you unscrew it, you insert the movement into the watch, and then the watch is securely housed, the case is built in two parts, two halves, two hemispheres almost, where split down the middle horizontally, where they're sort of screwed together and there's no case back. So the movement is inserted in between these two pieces and they're screwed together, clamped together, and it's held together that way. But because of that, there is a horizontal line across the center of the timepiece, and there is a gap where the crown screws into the case, and so there is some area there where water could get in. Now, I opted for the cream dial. They had this model in white, black, and green. I thought the cream dial really captured the old Americana field style of watches that they were trying to sell, because with time, watch dials will age, they'll yellow naturally, and the cream sort of had this sort of beige, almost yellowish tinge to it that I thought captured that aesthetic very well. There is a little bit of lume on the hour and the minute hands. It's really not significant. It's not designed to be significant. This is not a military style watch piece where that's really critical. But it does work at night. It's just not something to be terribly relied upon. The weight of the watch is nice. It has a nice heft to it. It does not feel cheap, despite being a quartz, which means that there's just going to be overall less metal and moving parts inside. The battery of the watch, purchasing from the store, I was told it should run for 18 months, but that they did start the watch in the store, and so the lifespan of the battery should be less than 18 months. They said I could take it back. They would replace it, I believe, for a small fee, or if anything else went wrong, I could take it back and they would service it. Apart from any defects or damage, that might be covered by the extended warranty. So they provide a very nice servicing ability with the watch when you purchase it, which I found awesome. The watch strap is a 20mm wide band. I believe it tapers to 18 millimeters, and This is a standard band size, so you could definitely go online, pop on a new band if you wanted. They do sell bands in store, and the band I went with, I purchased there for $125. I thought it had more of the rugged leather style that I was going for, that I wanted on the watch that I was going for. So I swapped that out and been using it ever since. It's a thick, full-grained Italian leather imported to the US where they hand stitch it. High quality, especially for the price, but there is a bit of an upcharge there with the $125 price point. You can definitely find cheaper watch bands online. It also comes with this nice wooden box. This is something that is made in America by another company, and I don't know what type of wood it is, but it is fairly high quality. There is some manufacturing slight defects in terms of like the tolerance of how the case closes on this model of the box that I have. And it feels a little bit lightweight to indicate a slightly less durable wood. But other than that, it's just really nice to have. I store my watch in there now, and it just ups the level of the watch purchasing, the experience, and the branding of the company, really. So it's a really nice add-on, something worth to keep in mention. So to wrap up this video, Shinola was a brand that I was sort of on the fence about. I didn't know if they were going to be sort of a typical fashion watch brand, sort of fast, consumer level grade, but I really found a lot of authenticity in both where they produce the watches in the United States, the materials they use, the quality, the effort of the box, the brick and mortar stores. It all sort of combines to meet that $700 price point in my mind for this watch. And when I was in there, there was some other customer who brought his watch in to get it serviced. I think he had to watch the strap changed, and he was saying he had it for a couple of years, and it really just made me think this is a high quality timepiece. Definitely not entry level. I understand that $700 is a lot of money. It was something that I felt comfortable pulling the trigger on at the time, and I haven't looked back since. So definitely a watch to consider. They are a smaller brand, maybe not well known outside of the United States, but definitely would recommend in general. With that, thanks for watching.